Well, hello my beautiful Aries, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your twin flame reading for the end of July right through the end of August 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aries, this is your twin flame reading for those twins who are currently in separation. The first pile will be your pile, the second pile will be your person's pile, and the third pile is the unified energy of how things are going to come together in the next 6 weeks, okay? Also, please make sure you're in a twin flame connection, because if anyone is mentally, physically, or emotionally abusive, that is not a twin flame connection. That is more likely to be a false flame connection, and it will drain you of your beautiful love and waste your wonderful time, okay? Now, you will notice that I'm in a different surrounding than usual. I've gone to visit my folks for a couple of weeks and I'm back into my usual space in a couple of weeks or so. Also, I've just opened a free competition for 1 subscriber to win a free personal reading. And I'll let you know how to win that a little bit later on, because some people are here just for the reading and I don't like to waste anyone's time. So let's get straight to it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know regarding their twin flame connection? Can you please guide them at this moment in time? What are they meant to see regarding the future of this twin flame connection? What's going on in its present form? What is my beautiful Aries learning at this time? What do they need to know regarding how their twin is feeling about them as well? What's going on for whoops, they really want that one, for their twin flame journey at this time? Can you please show them the way? Now, I do want you to be aware that, of course, we have some wonderful new subscribers coming in. So welcome to everybody who is joining for the first time. Those of you who have subscribed to my readings and know my readings, you are incredible, and I really am grateful for your presence here. I am going to do a bite-sized description of what it means to be in a twin flame connection. So you may have heard this before. If that's the case, please fast forward this part, because for anyone who is new, who is joining, people ask in the comments box below about the dynamics of a twin flame journey. So I'm going to give that basic description now. So please fast forward until I've got all of the cards in the spread, and then I'll see you on the other side there, because I don't want to waste your time repeating myself there. And for everyone else who is new and really wants to know what's going on in a twin flame connection, I'll give you a basic kind of idea of what it means to be in one. It's an activated relationship, and what that means is it's more about accepting your spiritual path and your true life's calling and mission than it has to do with being with your twin physically itself, okay? A twin flame is a spiritual awakening, and it's more than just an actual physically romantic relationship. Of course, at first it's intense, it's passionate, it is divine, it's magnetic, and it is all-consuming. You feel almost obsessed with your person, and they feel the same way about you. However, it is a formed sacred union that is the result of shared difficulty and pain. So you tend to have gone through some sort of traumatic experience before you meet your twin. Okay, and that's on both sides. There tends to be a runner, a chaser, and a separation period. Now, that is not always the case, but it seems to be typical to form. Most cases of twin flame dynamics, they tends to be like a separation period, and that can last for weeks, months, years, decades, or even days. I always say do not wait for your twin, because you know, they have their own spiritual evolution path, and time waits for no person. You must focus on your own life's purpose path, and they must spiritually awaken as well and really face the stuff that needs to be healed before you can come together in union. Now, your twin reflects back to you your greatest strengths, but also your greatest weaknesses. And their presence actually has a job to do in your life, which is to amplify areas, trigger these areas, as it were, in order to force you to heal parts of yourself that perhaps you have ignored or lost touch with, you know. And both parties, they're literally looking in a mirror. So when you meet your twin, you're actually looking at parts of yourself that need to be healed. And the chaser, they tend to be more spiritually evolved or more willing to surrender to the union than their divine counterpart, who is the runner. So what happens there is they feel rejected by their twin, because the runner, they look in that mirror and they see all the things within themselves that they've been running away from their whole life before they've even met their divine counterpart. So they keep love at arm's length. They keep it at a distance. They deny their feelings, avoid their feelings. They're often emotionally avoidant. There may even be some sort of trauma, insecurity, trust issues, codependency, abandonment issue that is triggered in the twin flame connection, and that is something that needs to be healed and looked at, processed before the twins can come back into union. Now, it's not a game, it's an energetic exchange. I want you to be aware of that. Twin flames, it's more of a process of releasing lower vibrational energy that keeps us all stuck in fear, addictive patterns, and unhealthy attachments. It's a very intense vibrational transformation, but it is a personal journey of discovery, and it is one that must be done alone. And that's why there has to be that separation period. There is purpose in pause, and it feels like a very difficult and lonely path. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there, my beautiful Aries, if you're going through this right now. But during this process, there has to be a cycle of healing, facing the shadow self. And once both parties have gone on a journey of self-discovery, then they can come back together in union. They must learn about unconditional love for self, because if one does not love oneself first, of course, they can never extend love to another person. Now, of course, you know, this is all based on our experiences of what it means to love, okay? Our first foundation of what it means to love. This can be something that we witnessed in childhood, whether it's parents or guardians divorcing, separating, tearing each other down, cheating, or it can also be something that the twin actually experiences themselves in a previous karmic relationship. So this is a culmination of life's wounding and unhealthy behaviors. Each twin goes through an ego death. This is to heal unhealed responses, because egos, of course, they protect out of fear, and there is a depth of love with twins that is like no other. As I said, it's like an otherworldly experience where it's like a magnet. You're drawn to this person. It's almost obsessive at first. However, the depth of love triggers fearful emotions of loss, of insecurity, and twins must face that in order to come together. They often find it really hard to articulate their feelings as well, but it is a union that can be spiritually very rewarding, but also very difficult. Not every twin flame journey ends up with the twins reuniting, coming together, because some twins, especially the chaser, they often give up or leave their twin because it's too difficult. The runner tends to take a long time to spiritually evolve or make a breakthrough, but they don't have to. It depends on the twin flame contract you have with your divine counterpart, and it's going to be different for every person, okay? So that really is like a bite-sized idea of what it means to be in a twin flame connection. I like to describe it like magnets, both identical in polarity. You are exactly the same in the frequency that you're in when you meet. And twins, of course, that same frequency, the magnets attract, but they also repel. So there is a space in between, and that space in between is there to heal, to really look at all the stuff, like the mud of life, right? You have to sort through the mud of life, go through the shadow self, and choose healthier boundaries, healthier options, and learn about unconditional love. And basically, some twins just have to get out of their own way of self-sabotaging. But this self-sabotage tends to come from some sort of wound that has not been healed from a previous experience. Now, if we say this is the chaser magnet and this is the runner magnet, the chaser has to put all their care, love, and devotion inwards on their true life's mission and purpose path, because each twin has a calling in each lifetime. And once that happens, it changes the frequency of the magnet. So when you start to not reach out anymore, not think about your person, you surrender to the process and walk away. It's not a game, it's an energetic exchange. But once this magnet stops pursuing this one and changes the frequency here, then this magnet starts to come towards their divine counterpart. And it encourages your twin to also spiritually evolve and have a breakthrough, to really face the things that they've been avoiding for their whole life until you come together in a match. Now, there's lots more about that online. Let's get straight to your reading. The first card there is the Fool card. So this is a card that indicates that right now, I feel like you were willing to take a leap of faith in this connection. There's a lot of potential for this connection. There's so much love here. You know that you've met your twin. I mean, they also know that they have met their twin. I mean, you've got the Lovers card and they've got the Two of Cups. There's a lot of love here in this connection. It is a divine connection. I feel like you're willing to launch yourself into this, but also there's an energy here of Five of Swords. So it can indicate that you and your person, there's a little bit of self-sabotage going on there, overthinking, a little bit of fear. I mean, your person with the Knight of Pentacles, it feels like they almost like made things come to a standstill. I feel like they've actually connected to their true life's calling. I feel like they want another chance is what's coming through here. But looking at your energy, I feel it's going to be a process, okay? Your person with the Nine of Pentacles, there's an energy here for the next 6 weeks that there will be some sort of discourse. There'll be a conversation. But I feel like there's still some sort of pattern or fear or toxic cycle that is being repeated here that still needs to have a breakthrough. Okay, so I can definitely see it's going to be a process with this particular twin flame connection, but there is so much love. Love can save the day on this one. This card can indicate that there's some sort of childhood wounding going on in this connection, something that needs to be healed from childhood. Now, this could be for you, my beautiful Aries, but because this is actually an Aries card, I feel like, you know, you are kind of freeing yourself up from this. I get an energy here that this has been a bit of a headache. You're really frustrated with this connection. Part of you is thinking about, you know, withdrawing from this connection because you offered your whole heart and soul. You know, you're someone who is really wonderful to be with. You're very fun, adventurous, you're bold and daring, and with the right person, you wear your heart on your sleeve. You know, you allow this person to really get in deep, and I feel it's almost, it knocked your confidence, this twin flame connection is what I see, and I feel there's an energy here of freedom. Now, the Fool card can be an indication that you're curious about what your person is up to. However, I feel like you're trying to be adventurous in life, really have no attachments at this time, because you feel that this twin flame connection, it didn't go in the way that you'd hoped for. I mean, the Five of Swords tells me it's hard, okay? And some of you beautiful Aries, you may have had a high level commitment in the past before you even met your twin, and there's something unhealed here for you as well. It's caused you to kind of like, when you got into this twin flame connection, it triggered some fears, but I also feel that you look at your twin like they should have opened up and kind of revealed how they felt. You were willing to articulate your feelings. You were willing to open yourself up to a level of exposure in this twin flame connection that your person was afraid to do, okay? I also feel your person kind of chose career or money, or I'm going to see what's going on with your person, because I'm actually feeling a level of chaos here, that it feels like your person was very kind of like out of balance. There's an energy of trying to get their life together when they first met you, and I feel like they kind of felt like they didn't have anything to offer at the time, but right now I feel like this person is getting their life together. That's what's coming through there as well. I mean, this card is beginnings. So, I mean, this is how you feel about your twin. So I feel like you would like a fresh new start. However, there's a lot that's gone on in this connection. You have a lot of questions that you want answers to. And I feel like you can't just sweep it all under the carpet. You require an open, honest conversation where this person takes accountability. You may also feel that your person has been very immature in their reaction to this connection, on how they withdrew. I mean, looking at the outcome energy in the next 6 weeks, we got the 10 of Swords. So this can indicate that, you know, you're frustrated, you can't do this anymore. You feel to some degree it's over because there's no action, there's nothing going on there. And I feel like you made some bold moves in this connection. You laid it on the line. You showed this person how you truly felt. And, you know, I feel with the Fool card, I'm just getting this energy that you're setting yourself free, okay? Or you're looking at your options, but you feel that you didn't want to take that route. I feel like, you know, you'd rather have been with your twin. You've got the Lovers card here, so, you know, still a lot of love that is present for your person. However, with the Five of Swords, you feel it's over. You're not reaching out to this person. You feel hesitant. It's almost like you're being very strict with yourself and saying, no, they need to come towards me and show me, because you've done so much to reach out to this person. I also feel like you yourself are doing a lot of healing, doing a lot of journey of discovery. I feel there's personal development here. But the Lovers card is a choice. So I feel right now, if you haven't met someone new, you will shortly, but I feel it's more that, you know, you're having like an inner battle or an inner conversation that's like, should I stay? Should I go? Should I open myself up to new love? Or should I kind of try and make this work? Because right now, you know, I feel like you are basically doing a bit of self-evaluation. And when you get this card, this is about, you know, you recognizing that two souls came together and created something really wonderful. But also, it's like when it's really good, it's awesome. But when it's really bad, it's super ugly. And I feel right now, you're trying to make a personal decision based on the experiences that you've had with this person, and you're frustrated. And it's caused you a lot of tension, a lot of overthinking. You know, there is an energy coming out here. I'm being given two words, lovesick. So it's almost like this person, it preyed on your mind. You couldn't stop thinking about this person. It's drained your energy. It's made you feel a depth of emotion that has ended up being a little bit negative for you, and it's been triggering things that, of course, are in the twin flame process. Whenever you get a 5, it means you're in the testing ground, you're in the testing phase, the rite of passage. Things have been a struggle with this particular twin flame connection. And, you know, that 5 of Swords, as you can see, there's lots of skulls there. So this can be that, like, you've been analyzing it to the ends of the earth, and to the point where you end up in the same place. It's got to be over because there's no movement here. It's stalemate. Nothing is going on there. So I feel with these cards, it's like you've got a lot of love here for this person, and it's unconditional love, but it's come as far as it can. I feel there's nothing more to say. You've said everything you possibly could say to this person, and still it didn't change the dynamic. So now you're withdrawing. And once you start to withdraw, that's when your person comes towards you, and it's not a game, it's an energetic exchange. Remember the magnets, it's all about the frequency that you're in. With that 5 of Swords, 5s present challenge. Swords are all about communication. I feel there's this energy of perhaps you have lots to say, but when you try to articulate, it's like you've got no more things to say because you've said everything in every way possible, and it just feels like you're drawing a line under it right now. I mean, all these skulls, it's telling me it's like, it's gone. But this is from your perspective at this moment in time. You can't see how this can be revitalized. You can't see how this can ever be anything more than it is in its present form, because you've made an effort. But one of your lessons in this twin flame connection is, number 1, unconditional love. You must learn that for yourself, but also healthier boundaries, and that you don't always have to try and fix a person or fix the relationship. You know, it's wonderful that you are so supportive and you presented a safe space for this person to be themselves without judgment. And they really appreciated that. But also, you have to recognize that even though you may have felt like sometimes you were the lighthouse in this person's storm, that you are here to be loved as well, that you're not just here to be someone's emotional crutch or to fix somebody. So I feel like, creating healthier boundaries is something that is major in this particular relationship. I'm going to pull some cards on this because, with the Five of Swords, this can be that you have something on your mind, and with the Lovers card and the Fool card, it can mean either you've just met someone new or you're thinking about leaving this twin flame connection behind in order to open yourself up to new love, and you're just hesitant. You're wondering, will it change just as I leave? Remember, what is meant for you will never pass you by, so breathe. When the moment is right, the universe will orchestrate a meeting between you and your twin when the frequencies are better. But of course, twin flames, they try to not be in the flow almost. When they're unhealed, they try to push past it. They try to reunite with their twins all the time. They're always trying to reach out because they want to be with their twins, essentially. However, the unhealed stuff has to be processed before both parties can really surrender to the union. So there tends to be a cycle of repeat, where a twin will come back in, emulate the pattern, and then it ends up in the same way. So although there's a lot of love here, I feel to some degree there is an element of self-sabotage going on in this connection. And I will get to your person's energy in a moment. However, I just feel like right now it's at a stalemate. The Two of Pentacles, again, I just wanted to clarify this just to make sure I've got the right energy. Two of Pentacles is choice, but also this is about the inconsistency of this relationship. As I said, 1 minute it's great, the next minute it's like non-existent. So you may be feeling it's too inconsistent for you to build a life with this person at this time. It's so up and down. And for some of you, not all of you, but I'm also getting this energy of chaos. Chaos theory. I'm being given chaos theory. So chaos theory is like a branch of mathematics that deals with like complex systems, and I feel like you're dealing with someone who's very complex, and you're complex also. So I feel this is about having both your needs met in a relationship. Now, either I'm being given complex chaos theory because your person is a mathematician, or maybe you are, or you work in an area that requires that knowledge. But it could also be I'm being given this energy that chaos theory is a complex system where behavior is like highly sensitive to slight changes in conditions, so that even the smallest kind of alternative condition can give rise to like a huge consequence. It's almost like the butterfly effect, right? I feel an underlying pattern of this person that you're dealing with, this twin flame, is that they are highly sensitive to initial conditions. So I'm getting an energy of how you first met is like a bone of contention. So I'm not really sure what that means, but it can be that, if your person and you met when you were out partying and drunk, or when you were in relationships with other people, or when your person was going through some trauma in their life and you were willing to be open to the relationship and they felt like they were not ready. It's almost like I keep being drawn back to the very beginning of when you first met. There's something in that experience that they were going through that has made them feel really cautious to love. They were in a very chaotic period in their life. They were not looking for love, and I feel like they didn't want you to be a part of the chaos. I keep getting chaos theory, so I hope I'm picking up on the right energy. It feels very inconsistent, like they're in and out, in and out, in and out. And definitely it left them with commitment issues, but I feel this is something that was not part of the relationship. It just feels that it was a condition at the time of meeting. So, for example, if your twin had married a karmic and they were divorcing, and then you met your twin, the conditions were they were divorcing someone else, and there was a lot of factors and complex issues around that, and then they met you, their twin. Lots of love, lots of intensity, and They needed to close out a cycle with somebody else. I'll give you another example. If you met your twin and you or they were caring for a family member, or, you know, couldn't give time to the union, or were unwell, or, you know, were going through a cycle of trying to eradicate addictions from one's life, you know, or address addictive behavior. I just feel like the conditions of you and your person meeting are a factor in this particular twin flame connection. The beginning, I keep being given the beginning. So whatever that was for you and your person, I feel this is something that they are trying to resolve within themselves before they can come towards you. But it may also be something that you and your person discussed or was on your mind. This Two of Pentacles is telling me that if you do not have a new option in love, you soon will do, okay? Two of Pentacles is choice. But also I feel you are adjusting the way that you operate in this relationship, because it's caused you nothing but frustration, stress, mental anxiety. You've analyzed it forever, trying to get answers to questions that you have as to why this person withdrew. And sometimes, unfortunately, we have to give ourselves closure. That's one of the hardest things to do. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there, my beautiful Aries. I definitely see that this has been a huge struggle, and yet still there is unconditional love there. I do see that your person, some of you may be wondering, did they ever love you at all? The answer is absolutely yes. This is how they feel about you. Two of Cups. They see you as a divine counterpart. They may not understand the concept of twin flame, but they definitely know that you are someone who is extremely important in their life, okay? This person, you know, there's a togetherness, a union. There is an energy here of them seeing a future with you. This is how they are in their present form right now. The first card they've got is the higher calling. Now this is the judgment card. This person, they judge themselves, but they also judge your first meeting or the conditions around you and this person meeting and how you can move through this. So I feel like this person wants to move through this. Now, the judgment card is the card of second chances. And, you know, for some of you, you may have said, okay, well, I gave my twin second, third, fourth chance. It basically means they want another chance. They want to reunite. They want to try to find a solution. And they're being guided back towards you. However, the judgment card indicates they're trying to leave their old life behind. They are going through a spiritual awakening. Okay, they're going through that ego death I was talking about there. So this person is being guided back to you at this time because you've withdrawn or you've taken steps to not really talk to this person. You know, Five of Swords, you're not talking. There's nothing more to say on that Five of Swords energy. It's like you've exhausted every avenue in this. And now your person is paying attention. It's not a game, it's an energetic exchange. This person, I feel like they are committed to their true life's calling and mission, but I also feel like ambition got in the way of this. This person has been told from a very young age, follow the path of the career and money will be important and love will come later. And I feel this narrative that your person was given is something that they basically used as their blueprint for life. This is something that they've been told by a parent or guardian, but also I'm getting an image with your person, and this may not resonate with everyone. It feels very connected to the chaos theory energy that just came up there. Now, chaos theory, it could also be a book, or it could be an image that you may see, or maybe a song. I don't even know if there's a song out there called that. I'm not hearing any songs just now. I just want you to be aware. But please look out for the words chaos theory, because I feel like it's important in some way. Could even be if your twin reaches out and says, hey, you know what? There's this amazing thing called chaos theory on at the theater or the movies or something. And you're like, oh my gosh, there's the connection. So listen out, look out for that. But I'm also seeing in the water right now, because I am scrying at the same time as doing a reading, I'm seeing a tape with the word caution on it. So it's like, you know, when you cordon off an area and it has caution, the yellow and black tape there. So it feels very much like this person is off limits. And whenever you see that spiritually, that tape means pain happened here. Okay, so I feel this person, they didn't want to proceed any further. They kept you at arm's length. It's like, stay away, be careful. They tend to either hurt people or they tend to be very chaotic. They keep people at arm's length. They're very cautious about their boundaries. yeah, it's like they're not going beyond this point. That's the energy that I'm getting from your person, okay? And this is when you first met them. They were like, I'm not going beyond this point. So either they were very hurt before they met you. I'm going to have to find out a little bit more from this person. Now, there is a small percentage of my beautiful Aries out there. It's about 2% is what I'm feeling. For some of you, your person may be incarcerated, okay? Maybe that's why there is a distance. Perhaps they're off limits. You can't basically approach the relationship just yet, but there is a lot of time for reflection and spiritual evolution. So this could be something that you're dealing with, but the majority energy I have is that a lot of my beautiful Aries are dealing with a twin who is very cautious about letting anyone in because they have been badly burnt or hurt in the past. So let me just pull a quick card on that. I mean, I'm hoping you don't see any caution tape over the next coming weeks and months, but I feel it's more spiritually energetic for me to decode the person's behavior in the twin flame connection. Cautious, the Tower. Yeah, something really shocked this person, broke their foundations. This person, they've had a huge wake-up call in life. They were badly burnt or really hurt. And this person, they were not willing to take that leap of faith. I feel, yeah, this person's had a major wake-up call. And there's some level of chaos that happened when you met this person. And they may have told you about this, but I feel like they didn't want you to be party to it. They didn't want you involved in it. And it's kept them stuck. You know, the Tower is to try and liberate themselves out of a pattern or a cycle of repeat. And I feel they were using this Tower energy to keep themselves protected, but love came in. The twin flame, you came into their energy field. They met you and everything changed. So I feel they suddenly knew, as soon as this person met you, they knew that you were someone very special in their life. And, you know, I feel like they were rebuilding from something else. That's what I'm getting. And they definitely were not looking for love when they first met you. Can you show me a little bit more about this Tower? Nine of Swords. Yeah, a very cautious person, haunted by something. Now, I'm not being shown anything more than this. I want to know what it is that was haunting this person or was so chaotic. What's the Tower and the Nine of Swords about? Six of Cups. Something from childhood, this is. You know, Six of Cups is nostalgia. They have memories of this horrific time. Ace of Swords. They may have told you about it, but if they haven't, they will. But I feel like they're having a breakthrough from it. So this person may actually tell you that they sought help or a counselor to try and get over this. But it is something that this person has gone through that is extremely chaotic and very painful. I mean, there's even a Ten of Swords here. So they're going to tell you about something. But it could be like someone transitioned or, you know, passed away and they were grieving. It just feels like their life was in chaos when they first met you. And, you know, they knew that you were the one, but at the same time, they were like, I'm not ready for this, because I feel like they were overloaded by some sort of grief or sadness or pain. And again, I'm not here to give anyone an excuse or way out. I'm trying to understand from different viewpoints what's going on here so I can understand an outcome. This person, they're having a breakthrough on this, but they're still not healed and they're still not ready. There's still a ways to go in this twin flame connection. I feel this person, in order to numb their pain, they avoided it or chose some sort of substance or maybe toxic cycles is what I'm seeing. You've got the Devil card here. So it feels very much like you present a level of temptation, of lust, and in order to keep themselves safe, they almost like keep people at arm's length, especially you, their twin, because it's almost like I'm getting this overwhelming sense that the one last piece of control that they have in their life was to make sure that no one got into their heart, no one gets in deep, and you kind of like break through that. It's almost like you broke through that tape, and it just was like, no, they put the brakes on really quickly, this person. I mean, the Devil card's still present. It feels like they're still feeling stuck in that cycle. I mean, the Ten of Swords indicates something either ended really badly or this person was like shocked, betrayed. I mean, it could also be that this is how they make you feel now. But the Ten of Swords is like something ended, but it gives way to a new beginning, a fresh new start. And there's something here about this person. It feels very much like grief, okay? I feel like there may have been someone who transitioned, and this person has been grieving this. Also, I'm getting a small percentage out there of my beautiful Aries. You may have found out that your twin has actually transitioned, and you've been going through a level of grief, and you're trying to resolve that within yourself. It's left you with a lot of questions. You're going to get a lot of signs and symbols that that person is still with you, and they want you to be aware that there was so much love, and it was completely unconditional is what I'm being given. So I feel you're going to get a sign that you asked for. But I would also look out for this chaos theory thing, okay? Maybe it's a conversation you had. For the rest of you, beautiful Aries, because with a lot of respect, I'm going to step away from the transitional energy. I feel your twin who has transitioned, I feel like they are encouraging you to move on with love. They want you to be happy, and they feel that they could never have been happy in their, well, with what they were dealing with is what I'm being given, because this person is very complex, but they want you to be happy, and they can see a really bright future for you. So with a lot of respect, I'm actually going to move away from that energy. For the majority of my beautiful Aries, what I see here is with the Knight of Pentacles, this person, they're doing a lot of work on themselves. I feel like this person's making an effort, but they're still really guarded. This figure is wearing a shield and, a suit of armor. And I feel it's very important to recognize that the Knight of Pentacles tends to be very solid, but also very slow. So I feel this person, it's a slow process because this person is super guarded, and they really prefer their own company is what I'm being given here. They are like the warrior of life. They're super independent. They feel like they don't need anybody. However, this is how they feel about you. And I feel like they've chosen their projects or their career or ambition over love. But deep down, the Two of Cups tells me that there is a lot of love there. Now, these birds, I mean, they look like storks. Storks can indicate that there is news coming in, that there is going to be sudden improvements after a period of stalemate energy where nothing is happening. So I do feel, I will pull a card on it because I'm not really sure at this moment in time if this person is going to reach out and have a conversation with you. It feels very much like the reflection period where both of you realize there's so much love here. I mean, storks, they symbolically mean the wait before the sudden movement. So I really feel here that this person, although they've been slow and kind of in a period of reflection, I feel they're trying to choose love. Their higher calling is love. So I'm going to pull a quick card on this. Can you please show my beautiful Aries a little bit more about this person, the Hermit? So if some of you are wondering if this person was single or if they are with someone else, especially that Two of Cups, some of you may be like, maybe they're in another relationship. But no, this is the pile of how they feel about you, okay? And with the Hermit energy, it just kind of underlines a little bit more that this person is alone. They're in a period of reflection, a period of healing. The star in the lantern represents healing, but also clarity. I also feel this person, it's like they're frustrated about getting in their own way, getting in their own head, and allowing their fears to get in the way. I want to see a little bit more. Can you show me a little bit more about this person? I feel they're really world weary. Okay, they're just tired of having to always fight. And if only they'd allowed themselves to surrender to the twin flame union. Three of Cups, they were numbing their feelings. Three of Cups is the party card. It's like going out there, having fun, running away from responsibilities. This is a card that basically when it comes to a twin flame reading, it can indicate a third party situation, but because the Hermit is present, it's telling me no, your person is single, okay, or they're on their own. They may even tell you that they have gone on a retreat, or they are on, a self-discovery journey. They've definitely withdrawn, and you don't need me to tell you that, but I feel this person is trying to give up unhealthy cycles of repeat. However, with the Three of Cups and the Devil card there, I feel like sometimes they're tempted, or sometimes life gets super pressurized and they can see themselves slipping back into their old ways. But the Hermit present is an indication that they are aware. And once a person becomes aware, that's why the Devil card is so important here. Once you are aware of the problem or the issue that needs to be healed, you identify it, then you can do something about it. And this person has to do that for themselves. They have to choose that path themselves. And I see this person doing that. They have chosen that path right now. But in the next 6 weeks, I feel with the Devil card, this is all about the shadow self. This is about you and your person overcoming fears, really identifying what's keeping this relationship stuck. I mean, both of you, because we have the Wheel of Fortune, you both know that you're destined to be together. And in the future, the Nine of Pentacles, I would say that both of you are learning to love your independent life. I feel that you both can make your way back towards each other. But I feel the universe will actually draw you back together, and there's going to be some really kind of surprising developments in this connection. I want to see what, because right now I'm not being given what. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is a cycle of change, and something needs to change in this connection, because right now there is some sort of toxic cycle of repeat, or there is fear or an undercurrent of feeling stuck in this connection, and it just feels like even though there's a lot of love, nothing seems to change. And if you choose the same pattern, nothing ever changes. It will always be the same old repetitive cycle. So I feel here that both of you, especially you, my beautiful Aries, I feel like you are the catalyst for change. You're the one, it's almost like you've shut down. You are thinking about exiting this connection, cutting the cord. You've gone silent. This person, I feel they are moving towards you. I feel like they are wanting another opportunity to show their love, and they want to invest in this connection. That's how they're really feeling. But the outcome energy tells me that there's still something that hasn't been healed, or something that's still in the way. But this will change in the future. We've got the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is to really try and mend something or make something secure that was quite delicate. Three of Pentacles doesn't mean a third party situation. Three of Pentacles is the planning. This person planning to spiritually evolve, to reach a period of personal development and growth that is healthy for the union, to create a solid foundation that you can start from, let's put it that way. But there's also a Ten of Swords here. So the Ten of Swords is a painful ending. So I feel for the next 6 weeks, it feels almost like it's going to remain in its present state. It's difficult, it's challenging. The Ten of Swords is to silence the inner critic. It is to basically try to build more confidence, to not allow fears to ruin the day. And I'm going to pull a card on this because I feel your person wants to tell you what it is that has been the problem in this connection. Something from the very beginning, the chaos theory thing. So let me just see what that is. Six of Swords. They've been tested. I mean, the Six of Swords tells me that you and your person, you're in the separation period, rite of passage. There has to be a period where both parties are separate and you're going to be guided back together. Six of Swords also indicates that this person is overcoming some emotional turmoil, and that, they are coming out the other side. They are reaching for something greater in their life, something better, something more healthy, but they are tempted to slip back into a pattern, and they must end that. I mean, the Devil card and the Ten of Swords can indicate that this person is ending a toxic cycle, but they're not quite there yet. There's still a little bit to go, but they're being guided in that direction, which is really positive for the union. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? The Tower. Okay, so Tower, an awakening, a rude awakening at that. The Tower is to rebuild, but it also is to break out of that cycle of repeat, to liberate oneself from the pattern. And I get an energy that there's an awakening here for your person, and it requires both of you in the future to take that leap of faith. However, looking at the dynamics right now, it feels like it's still a little bit stuck. Okay, so we got that Nine of Pentacles, which is a very independent energy. It tends to mean there's still some caution. This is a very cautious energy where this person is still protecting themselves in some way. And I feel the goal at the end of the day is healing. The goal is to find stability in one's life. I actually see that this person is going to talk about their family tree, their family lineage. So I also see that this person, because I was being given this up and down chaos kind of energy, I feel this person, now I'm not medically trained to talk about this, but this person, they could have dealt with some level of bipolar is what I'm being given. But again, I'm going to have to step away from that with a lot of respect because I'm not medically trained to talk about it, but I'm feeling this person slip into it from time to time, or the energy is inconsistent sometimes, and it may have been something that really affected this relationship. We've also got the Moon, which is an uncertainty energy, but it's also a reflection of fears. So right now, I feel that you and your person, in divine timing, you will be drawn back together. There is kind of a romantic exchange is what I see coming in, but I want to see if it's in the next 6 weeks, because what I see there is that this person has been running away from a fear of something chaotic repeating a cycle in their life, and they didn't want you to be drawn into it. So whatever it is, because it really feels a little bit vague, to be honest. I feel there's something here that ended really badly, or this person was grieving someone. I mean, look, 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. So I say right now, 10 of Swords, this person is dealing with a lot of pain. The fact that I got that caution tape, I mean, spiritually, it means pain happened here. Strength card. They will find the courage to overcome this, is what I'm being given. And they will then come towards you and offer love. It's not in the 6-week period, is what I see. So will my beautiful Aries get a message in the next 6 weeks? Okay. Well, the Four of Pentacles tells me, like, hold on, or you're on hold. Okay. The Five of Swords indicates that I feel this person, if they reach out, it feels very much like an unhealed response. You know, like one of those messages, it's like they send a message and it's like, oh, sorry, that wasn't for you, when really it was. Okay, I feel there's just a little bit of like immature behavior going on at the moment. So I'm only picking that up for about 10% of my beautiful Aries. You may receive a message that is really kind of like to push your buttons to get a response, and that is not an energy you really want to connect to at this time. It feels very much like a toxic cycle of repeat. Because it feels like they're still holding on to something that they tend to self-sabotage with. I mean, it seems, I want more than this, but this person, it's like they are a bit of a closed book. Can you show me one more thing before I close this reading? One more thing before I close this reading. Knight of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Okay, so yeah, excuse me. This this message may be done in alcohol or substances. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is to offer or be slow to message or slow to move forward, and the Three of Cups is like this person could be out partying, or you know, they may send you a message that is a bit flirtatious, and you're like, excuse me. It kind of is there to get a reaction, because right now I feel like you've withdrawn, so you're not giving them the reaction that they desire in this moment. I do feel when they eventually come in, because the Ace of Cups is like this person loves, they want to offer unconditional love. They want to offer healthy love, but they have to learn that for themselves first before they can come towards you. Because I feel to some degree there's a little bit of self-loathing going on with this person, and they tend to get in their own way. But also I feel eventually when this person comes towards you, they will end up inviting you to meet their friends or to go to an event with them and their friends. Okay, but this is like way in the future is what I see. In the next 6 weeks, I would say there could be a message coming in that you're not going to be happy about. But I also feel that the main messaging, where you actually start to build a proper dialogue of accountability, of honest, open feelings, emotions, and discussing the future, this will come after the 6 weeks. But I feel this person, they're still not in a healed state to offer you the love that you truly deserve and desire. It feels very much like they love you, but it's not sustainable right now because they tend to get in their own way, okay? So I'm sorry that I can't give you any other message than that. I can only give you the cards that come out or the energy that pops out. But the Nine of Pentacles, the Moon card, it tells me that there are a lot of feelings here, and this person is super sensitive. They're going through something very chaotic, but I feel with the Nine of Pentacles right now, it is a period of focusing on living your best life and basically, you know, nurturing yourself separately, and then you can come together in divine timing. Oh my gosh, look at that. Your first card in the last deck, I'm trusting the divine timing. And that's literally what the Wheel of Fortune means, okay? So, I mean, to some degree, I feel that both of you have kind of let it up to fate and saying, well, if we're meant to be together, we'll find our way back to each other, but it's not right now. Think they want that card? Yeah. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of at this time? Can you please show them the way? Okay, so I'm trusting the divine timing. That was the first card there. We mentioned that a moment ago. We deserve a new beginning. So as I said, this person actually does want to reunite. They do want another chance. However, at least they're maturing to a point where they can see, like, I mean, this card, it says they don't trust themselves. And they keep slipping into toxic cycles or learnt behavior that triggers their ego or triggers sort of unhealed responses. It says, please be patient. I don't trust myself. So I feel like their intention is to love you, is to offer you a long-term relationship, to be there and walk the journey of life in love with you. However, they keep slipping into a cycle of repeat. And I feel like they don't really want to destroy this anymore, or they feel like that chaotic part of themselves tends to come out and sabotage things. And they just are finding it hard to break out of that cycle. You know, we're all very complex people, and there's no blame game here. Bad behavior is not acceptable, of course, and we all make a decision and we make our choices, and we must stick by our choices. But I do see a person who was struggling with something before you met them, and it's kind of like found its way to impede the relationship. Okay, the next one is, I sabotage this connection and I regret it. Yeah, this person self-sabotage. So I definitely see that this person, they've made some choices and they do regret it. And in the future, this person will tell you that. I do see that there will be a conversation in the future, but it's not in the next 6 weeks regarding that. I feel there's a bit of a flirtatious message, or like a message that is sent to you to push your buttons to get a reaction. And again, you know, you're mature enough to know that that's not healed behavior and that that's not acceptable and it's not sustainable. And it's also not the love that you truly deserve and desire at this time. I fear you will never forgive me. But also, as I said, this person's got a lot of fear. I fear you will move away from me. Now, something in this person's past, it feels very much like they've learnt that love leaves or is taken away from them. So I feel this person has a control issue, because the Devil card can also be control. The way that they control their life is to keep people out, You know, keep them at arm's length. That's what the tape's all about. Do not cross. Pain happened here. Pain lives here. So I feel this person, you know, they're very much off limits at this time. And it's going to be a bit of a project before they can come together and offer you that high level commitment that you truly deserve. But looking at your energy, I feel like you're trying to break free from this at this time, because you've been there, done that, and you can't do it anymore because it's hurting you and you're choosing you at this time. So we do have the seahorse. Now the seahorse, it does represent twin flame energy. However, you know, if you think about the seahorse dynamic, the male seahorse carries the babies to term. So I feel this is an indication that you're going to like buck a trend, do something different than you did before in this relationship, and it will change everything. It will actually promote growth and a healthier cycle in this connection. I feel like you've withdrawn and this person's coming towards you, but you've given them something to think about. And I feel when you do not react to their usual kind of typical messages or the way that they operate, their MO, their modus operandi, then they are going to step up and listen. They're going to be shocked. And this promotes transformation and change. Because I feel it's almost like when you step back, you trigger their awakening. And I do feel this person, they know that you are their twin, and I feel like they will try to make their way back to you, but it's not going to be easy, and it's certainly not going to be soon. Okay, so I just want you to be aware of that. So I wish it was a better message, but unfortunately I have to give you what I can see here. And with a lot of love and respect, you know, I hope something resonates in this reading for you in some way. For those of you beautiful Aries who would like to win a free personal reading from me, all you have to do is listen to a song called You're the Voice by John Farnham. And in the comments box below, write this sentence: I stand strong with an attitude of gratitude. Music, of course, it raises vibrations, and we are currently at a very critical point in the world where vibrations, they need to rise. So listen to that song. My guides offered it up for the competition. However, if that song really does not resonate with you, I mean, it's a great song, and I really like it. It's not my usual typical style of music, but my guides gave it to me for this competition. But I completely understand if it doesn't resonate with you. So please choose a song that resonates with you more. The effect shall be the same. The most important thing is that you raise vibrations, feel great, elevate yourself through the music, and write in the comments box below at the same time as you listen to the music, because there will be a vibrational attachment to your words from the music that you listen to. Now, my guides will point me in the direction of one subscriber to win that free personal reading. So please keep your notification bell on, because I will upload a video and name that person in that video. So you want to be let known, shall we say, by that notification bell when I upload that video. So you can check to see if the name is yours. Okay. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aries, and love and light.